apps that are available. Okay, so it's just got a big button, hit scan. What you're going to be looking for...
Touchscreen?
Yeah, it's a touch screen. So what you're going to be looking for is Echo 5. Okay, I think it's going to list it as Echo 5 Chaminade.
Echo 5-Chaminade, yeah.
Okay, so you're just going to click that, and so the first screen is going to show you all the 2.4 that are out there. We don't want 2.4, we want 5. So the second screen, you're going to hit next. You're going to see Echo 5. You're going to click that. Then it's going to ask you for the key. Now this is the same key that you use to connect every iPad to the internet, and it's this stuff here. Okay, now what I'm about to share with you, you cannot share with the parents, otherwise every parent in the stands is going to have an iPad connected to the Echo network, which means nobody will get the video because we'll have too many people.
The key.
And that's these 8 digits right here.
Okay.
Okay. Once it's connected, it's just like a Bluetooth or the iPad. Once you've done it once, should never have to do it again.
Okay.
Okay.
Still automatically.
All right. So what my recommendation is, because we've now unfortunately gone as far as we can in this demo because this battery needs to get charged, is when you set these things up, and set them up next to each other, like in the coach's office, some controlled environment, so that way, because right now it should be able to do this. I mean, it's completely designed to do this, but it's easier, I think, the first time if they're sitting right next to each other for define the network and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
All right, so some keys. So you can see one of the reasons I did this. I'm going to move the camera here. We want this system above the board here. All right.
Okay. Anywhere we play?
Right. Yeah, so I want you to think of this as line of sight.
Okay.
Okay. If you treat it like line of sight, your success is going to be 99.8. Okay. Most of the other fields are going to have a chain link fence, right, up here. So you're either going to have to get above it or in front of it. Okay. The two things that impact wireless signals negatively: metal and glass. Okay, chain link fence looks like it's mostly air, but it's actually mostly metal, and that will reduce the. So what you want to do is find a way to get it like this. In this case, this table's perfect. Just set it on top of the case, and now we're elevated, especially with the antenna. This is actually an ideal setup. Remember, we're gonna have both flat panels. One pointed up here, the other one pointed at the bench, roughly around the 50-yard line, give or take.
Okay.
Okay, and. You should be good to go. So my recommendation is we got to get these batteries charged because the other one it was almost dead anyways too. All right.
Get the battery charged. Get the Echo app.
You got to get the Echo app. So on the Echo app, it's going to ask if you want to download sample clips or not. I'll leave that up to you. If you guys are going to be using it and practicing, you don't need to. If you're not, then do so. All right. But on the Echo app, in the upper right-hand corner, there's 3 icons. One of the icons to the very right is a little plus sign. So if you click the plus sign, it'll go to give you an option of video producer. This is the person that's going to be starting and stopping the Echo systems, not starting and stopping the cameras, because they're sharing the signal, but they don't control each other. When you start and stop the camera, it doesn't start and stop the Echo. When I start and stop Echo, it doesn't start and stop the camera.
So can I technically, for the games, just roll a camera feed the whole time?
Yes. The camera. The nice thing about the camera is normally it's on. It's always broadcasting.
Okay.
Right. All record is doing is saying is I want to capture that moment. That's all. That's all.
Okay.
Does that make sense? And that's all you're doing here is we're taking advantage of that second output that we're not using. So there's 2 ways to hit record. One, if I hit record on the box, it would actually turn on the other Echo system. So I could be manually tied to the box and doing it that way, and a little yellow light would go on.
Okay.
Or I can have an iPad in my hand, which means now I'm free to be on the sideline or in the end zone or in the press box,
be the way we do it.
or wherever you want to be. Okay. If that person who's your Echo video producer, if they fall asleep, you're not getting any video. It is a vital position for them to at least hit start and stop. Okay. Once they hit start, the system goes on. Once they hit stop, the system stops, and that automatically triggers it to process the video and kick it out. Every iPad should get the video in roughly 3 to 4 seconds, depending upon the length of the clip and the speed of your iPad. The newer the iPad, the faster it's going to be.
And you're saying one iPad can make both start and stop?
Yes, exactly. Okay. So you only need one person to do it.
But multiple can be viewing with that pin?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we can actually handle up to 20 iPads. Okay. So if every coach wants to have an iPad in their possession viewing it, we're set up for that.
Okay.
Okay, because we believe that that's going to happen sooner rather than later. Probably not this year, but I can see in about 2 years' time where just literally every coach on staff is walking out with an iPad in their hand.
Okay.
All right, and we're set up for that. Okay. Trying to troubleshoot things for you that you might see. Keep the transmitter, in this case, keep this and that away from your headset box about 10 feet if you can.
Nope. Headset box goes right there.
Okay, we're going to need to find a different spot either for the Echo system or the headset box.
I already said to get a couple tables,
Okay.
like little fold-up tables, tiny ones.
Doesn't really matter where this is as long as it's got a clear line of sight. Now, it's broadcasting at 5.0. Your headsets are probably at 2.4. But the fact is they're both broadcasting, and if they're right next to each other, they will bleed over
Cross
each other.
references.
And
I mean, we'll figure out where to put them. I mean, as long as we know that we can't put this next to the headset box, then
Yeah.
we'll figure it out.
Okay. I'm just trying to give you things that have happened in the past.
Yeah.
All right. This is waterproof. Battery's waterproof. This is not. So if you find yourself in a potential rain game, put a Ziploc bag or the grocery bag, plastic grocery bags or whatever. Okay. Don't put something metal over it. All right. Like I said, I've been doing headsets for a while, and some of the things coaches do with their headsets just astound me. I mean, I know you don't have to be completely tech savvy, but I thought there would be at least some.
Can we have the other Echo we have? Is this replacing it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So the only thing we need from the other Echo system is the other flat panel antenna,
That's the square thing.
like that square thing,
And that'll go up
this
here?
connector cable. No, they're both going to be down there
Oh, that's right. You said one pointing at the sideline,
All right.
and the other pointing
at the
here.
press box toward the other, wherever the other T100 is. The thought process of the two antennas is that one of them is going
It's
to help.
just a
make-
panel that you just like lean against
Yep.
there, right?
Yeah, that's what I've got right now. I would recommend getting it off the ground though. Getting a tripod for it, or maybe a PCV pipe that you've got mounted, or some way that you can have it off the ground. Because if it's raining, you don't want it sitting in the water,
Yeah.
right? Okay. But for today's purpose, it was going to be good, except we didn't have a charge in the battery.
Yeah, when it's not a serious thing, we can just put it wherever.
Okay. What else could go wrong? When in doubt, we are big fans of the Microsoft 101 solution, which is reboot. Okay. Something doesn't seem to be going right, whatever, just reboot it.
Turn off. and
Yeah,
on.
so what you just need to do is normally you would press and hold the button for about 3 seconds if it was already on, and then give it 10 to 15 seconds like you're supposed to.
Okay.
Then restart it. You saw it restarts in about 30 seconds. It's
Yeah.
very quick. Okay, so that's the good news on that.
So, let's say there's someone filming with a iPod, and they have their controls like using let's say I'm down there filming. I hit record, stop, That you really don't have to be doing that. One, right? You can just be doing a constant record. That doesn't stop the echo, right?
Correct.
So you physically need a person. Okay, I
You
got
either
it.
need somebody pressing
So really,
the
all
record
you have
button
there
or
is
the-
someone just keeping the angle, keeping the shot.
Right. So now let me tell you, in my wisdom now, age 50, closing on 51, you can never have enough video. So I still want that person up here and there recording to the SD card. Our goal is to never use it because this has a hard drive in it that we're going to pull the video from. And the nice thing is, you might have got 190 plays from the end zone cam, and this person says there's 210, and then intercutting can be a pain in the butt. But the nice thing is, because the Echo system start and stop both at the same time, they'll have the exact same number of plays that you'll have done, whatever ODKing you've done, and all that can get uploaded to Huddle.
Okay.
All right. But you want your camera people to still hit record just in case you get really excited about a play at the end of the game and you knock the Echo system off over the wall there, and off it goes, right?
Did you get it?
No, Mr. Gideon